Hi Sequels friends, today we are doing a good old-fashioned thrift haul. I know, I never do enough of these on my channel, so today we are getting it done. I went to 3 different thrift stores and I'm going to show you what I got. So if you want to see what all the goodies are, just keep on watching. Look at that gorgeous sunset. I'm filming late, so hopefully the video turns out good, but if not, at least you're rewarded with that Blue Ridge Mountain sunset. Hi Sequels friends, welcome back to my channel. It is wonderful to have you here. If you happen to be new, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller, and I like to use this YouTube channel to document my journey. So you'll see fun things like thrift hauls like we're doing today. I also do unboxings. I also do unboxing updates, and if you're just into reselling content, then you are definitely in the right place. Don't even waste any more time. Head on over to that Sequels icon and do a little clickety click. And don't forget to click the bell for any notifications. Let's get right into it. The first thrift store I went to was over in Waynesville. That is a neighboring town about half an hour away from me. And I went to Haywood Christian Ministry. They are a wonderful thrift store. I love them. They do a lot of great work within the community, and I am so happy to support them with any money that I can give them. And on top of that, I always seem to find some really good vintage stuff there. So let me show you what I got. It cost me $10 for these three things, so we're looking at a $3.33 cost. This is a brand called Darian. Gotta remember to hold things a little bit further because it's a little bit later at night, so the lighting's gonna be wonkety. I absolutely love this dress. You guys know, if you've been following me for any sort of time, I love me some shift and some sheath dresses, and this is a really pretty 80s maxi, basically like a wiggle dress. And what caught my eye was the gorgeous, there it is, that gorgeous emerald green fabric. As a redhead, anything emerald green I always want to pick up. And then I love this hammered gold loop detail. It feels almost like a microfiber. It's so soft, and it is a polyester, so it may as well be a microfiber. Just really pretty. And then the front has like a 13-inch slit, so you got some easy movement there. I list most of my vintage dresses at the same price, and that one will be listed at $49, and I really hope to get at least $39 for it. Now I picked up this based on trend. It is a sweater vest, really pretty marled navy, white, and tan combo. It is Eddie Bauer, which I do sell on occasion. Since this cost me $3.33, I'll list it for $24, but likely get in the $19 range for it. Maybe even $14, we'll wait and see. But I really like that it's a sweater vest, which is trending, but also an open front cardigan, and it has the patch pockets right here. But also it's just a great layering piece and very transitional from spring to fall to winter. A kitty cat zip front sweater. Long sleeve. It is just acrylic. It is Allison Daly, and it is a petite large. And like I said, I just love it because it's a zip front sweater, but also all the cats are embellished little necklaces. I just thought it was adorable. Unfortunately, there's some cat hair on it. If you've seen my Instagram, you know my cat has taken to sleeping on the tote under my clothing rack, and I put a bunch of these items there. And stinky little Miss Furiosa knocked this one down onto the floor and then proceeded to lay all over it. I swear anytime I get anything, she thinks it's hers. It's like the only other girl in the house besides me. We have to share everything. And then while I was there, I picked up 2 coats. These were $15 each, and I am going to start them at $99. I know this is vintage. I do not know if the next one I show you is, but I am going to start them at $99 and hope to get at least $69 for it. So if you're new, I start at high, and I like to send offers to watchers and likers, and that also gives me wiggle room to run some sales during holiday. This is gorgeous. Camel seems to be making a comeback again because, you know, everything 90s and aughts is back, so why wouldn't camel be? It is just a little overcoat. It does go about to a little bit, you know, closer to the knee, below the hips. It's not the full length. Cute little detail at the cuff. It is fully lined, and let me show you up some detail on there because it feels very fur-like. And this is the clothing label. It is 100% pure wool, and the vendor is Weatherby. It says Weatherby Fashion Originals Water Repellent Wool. This one is just Harvey Bernard. I don't know by this label. It looks like it may be 90s, but I just don't know the dating on this. I like that it has the 3 buttons, and they just go 3 buttons down, and the rest are hidden under the placket. For Haywood Christian Ministry, between the coats and the sweater vest, the 2 sweaters and the dress, I ended up spending $39.99, and I hope to make anywhere between $225 and $310. So after I left Waynesville, I headed back east towards Asheville, but before I made it into town, I stopped at Penny Center Thrift. Now, I've only been here one other time for a fill the bag day, and I noticed that most of my items that I bought there have sold through and for a fairly decent price. So I figured it was worth it to go back in and check out some things. I do really well with vintage here. Now, while I was at this thrift store, I did do practice with some filming. So I do not have a GoPro or anything. If you've been watching this channel for more than a year, you know I'm just a go for it kind of person when it came to this. If you haven't been watching it, you are welcome to search by date on the videos and see that I literally was just me and my iPhone in a dark corner of my room. So I'm really just adding this in to give you an idea of what I can start with as some Thrift With Me videos. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in seeing, walk, don't run, down to the comment section and let me know. So I have my phone stuck in the pocket of my shoulder bag. So that's the angle that we're getting. That's why it's slightly askew. So I came to this back end of housewares to look at the linens. I love to look at the linen section. I do so well with finding things there. That just blacked out the screen because I covered my phone in my purse. I really like that chevron blanket. I like this afghan as well, and I just started looking through it to see what the size is, how big things are. Do they look like they're in decent condition? Is there any pilling? All of that. These tapestry blankets, as I call them, they also seem to perform fairly well for me, but the biggest problem I find is the problem that I find with this one, which is so disappointing because it's really pretty. Geometric pattern, almost like a quilt, the quilt patterns, like the quilt squares that you see. I thought it was really neat, and you can see the branding there for Crown Crafts, but unfortunately there was all over crazy amounts of pilling, and I just ain't got time to be sweater shaving. I don't even want to sweater shave a sweater, let alone a blanket. So I put that to the side. I'm looking at this one again just to see again the condition of it. So this store is really neat because you'll see in a little bit that they have like a fixturing for all this, so drawers and stuff that you can look through, which is kind of cool. Again, I'm filming in this angle just because it's put in my purse, but if you guys are enjoying the Thrift With Me, then as we go along I'll find different ways to film to where maybe I can get some more horizontal shots for you instead of just vertical. Now I started to glance through these linens. As I said, I always do really well. You can find a lot of West Elm, you can find a lot of Pottery Barn, and there was a whole sheet set here with these, like, I just thought the little critters on it were so adorable, and since it looked like a full set, but you could see there that there's some staining on it, so I had to pass. Now I went ahead and picked up the afghan. I'm just setting it to the side so I can look through those drawers that I was mentioning to you, and you can see they're a little warped, so they're hard to open, but you could see they have several other afghans stashed down here, so lots of goodies to go through. And then there's several other drawers marked with, you know, blankets, throws, sheets. I mean, they have them all marked. It's really, really nice. I think that's a good idea to use those fixtures. I didn't even notice until I'm watching the video right now that there's 2 wooden drawers there, so I should pop in there and make sure I check those out next time I pop in. So I'm holding on to my blanket, and then I decided to look at these pillow covers. I really liked the coloration of them. Now, I was actually thinking about these for my own home. Well, depending on what the label is. If they're a higher end label, I may be willing to part with them for the right price. But I do see their Opal House, so that is just a Target brand. And so I'm going to look them all over again. I want to see the condition of it. I want to see if there's any staining. And I gotta be honest with you, as I'm looking through them, the condition themselves look fine, but those tassels just look rough. They just look too worn. They look, I would imagine that they've been washed numerous times. So now I'm going to take you for a very quick run. Here's the clothing section. They have furniture all up front, and they have everything sized, and their racks are actually double, so there's stuff on the top and the bottom. And I usually just look through and wait to see if I see something I like this sweater caught my eye, so I'm going to check the label. It does, I believe, maybe vintage, but I have a sweater kind of similar to this now, and it hasn't sold. So that's kind of a little sneak peek of what it's like out thrifting with me. It's not perfect filming, but it is a starting point. So if you can work with me as I go past my steep learning curve, and if you want to, just to see some Thrift with me videos and kind of the different places I like to check out, and you know, what thrifting's like here in Asheville, then by all means go ahead and let me know in the comments section. I was really excited about this dress. It is a polyester rayon mix, so it has a really nice beefy hand to it and that really pretty movement in a thicker knit, and it is just a like a 3/4 length, kind of like an A-line t-shirt dress. It is Susan Graver, and it is made in the US, which I was excited about as well. Now, having done some research on this brand, it is a QVC brand, so it does not go for a lot of money. I paid $4 for it, and I hope to make in the 14 to 24 range. Next up, I know it's out of season, but I could not resist these adorable dress shorts, trouser shorts, totally 80s. There you go, you can see the short. They have pleated front. They do have pockets, a side button, really pretty button, and it does have the part, it's back elastic, but it's almost like a back side elastic. Not only were they just $2, but most of my vintage trouser shorts end up selling in the $39 to $29 range, which I've sold several of them at the $39 asking price, but I'll take as low as $29 for them. And I think in this fun hot pink color, with the bold bright colors being so popular, that they're going to do well. And you could still get some wear out of them for fall if you wanted to pair them with some tights. Now, you know what would go great with those shorts is this blazer. I had to give this one a try. It is actually a linen mix. It is just good old-fashioned 80s brand Bentley, which I have bought and sold a bit of. You can tell with that paper tag we are definitely talking about the 80s. It's a size medium, and the check pattern caught my eye. I know that the checks and stuff are still moving. The cuffed 3/4 sleeve caught my eye, but what I'm really feeling about this is the longer length and the single button closure. Let me button it so that you could see. The pockets are still sewn shut, but they are fully functional. I mean, this would look gorgeous paired with those shorts. Leave it button opened, maybe even cuff the sleeve up again for a real relaxed feel. It would look great with a long skirt for fall, and it would be gorgeous just paired with jeans, and it is in a traditional navy and white. Now, that blazer cost a little bit more than I thought it would. They charged $5 for suits So they charged $5 for that. But I'm still hoping to get in the $29 to $39 range for it. So we'll just see. Now, this is an item that I have never bought before, but I have noticed from plenty of resellers talking about how Afghans are selling for a surprising profit. Now, I know if you can get yourself a granny square Afghan in that dark black coloration with the rainbow flowers on it, that people are selling those usually at about the $100 mark, getting at least $100 for them, because they are the Roseanne couch Afghan, and they're tagging it Roseanne. So that one I know that you can get around $100 for, but I have never seen anything like that in the wild. But I have been hearing people say that other Afghans, and especially larger Afghans that are larger than just a throw blanket size, are moving. So that's what motivated me to pick this bed up. It is a queen size. I believe it's 90 by 100 inches, which is exactly queen size. And it's in a really pretty chevron of green, yellow, purple, white, and blue. There are just a couple of snags on it. It has like next to no pilling on it. It is just gorgeous and in great, great condition. And I still can't believe that she sold this to me for $6. And in fact, I may have to go over there and pick up a few more. Doing the research, it looks like Afghans like this are selling anywhere between 40 and 60 bucks. So you know me, I'm gonna list mine at 60, but I would still be very happy with the $40, given I paid $6 for it. So while I was checking out, I was looking at some earrings. If you followed me for any amount of time, you could tell I'm not much of a jewelry person, but I love me some big old earrings, and I love vintage earrings, especially these enameled metal ones. They're so super lightweight. So I was picking up those and I happened upon this necklace. Stones themselves, I thought maybe an agate. Now this one I think is just a costume stone. But these, I thought maybe an agate. But as I was researching, I'm starting to wonder if it might be a white jade and a pale jade. I just do not know. So if you guys are some of my tried and true jewelry followers and you know what this is, please go ahead and leave it in the comment. So far, this isn't in the price range that I'm gonna quote you at the end of this segment, only because I do not know what the stone is. But also this unique clasp caught my eye. So in addition to finding out what the stone is, I also need to do some jewelry testing on it, and I do have a jewelry tester. I've dabbled in jewelry testing. I'm not 100% comfortable with it yet, so I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, and then once I feel like I've got it down, I'll share that with you in a video too. Between all the things I got at the Penny Thrift Center, I did pretty good there. I only spent $18, and the total, not including the necklace, comes to $111 to $161. So not too bad there. Last up, I live in the west side of Asheville, so I headed back into the west side, and I couldn't make it home without stopping by Salvation Army. You know, I love me some Salvation Army, and I am not giving up on it yet, even though they are making some changes there, and I have had some trouble finding things. But you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you want. So I'm gonna keep strong and keep hoping that I'm gonna find some good stuff. This was a pretty sparse trip for me. I usually don't get out of there for less than like $40 or $50. So I just picked up 3 things. This is a very pretty chambray sleeveless blouse with a half button placket. And it is just J. Jill, but I do well with J. Jill. I do best with J. Jill knits, especially the longer tunic knits and even in the bigger sizes. But I do move J. Jill fairly quickly, even though it doesn't gather me a lot of money. I will list this for $24 and hope to make $14, and I did spend $3.99 on it. This I ended up picking up just based on silhouette. It is a puffer vest, and this whole ski après skiing theme is really hot for winter, so I figured the puffer vest would go well with that. It does have the pockets, they do have a snap closure, and it does have the zip detail. I actually did not figure out until I was checking out that this is new with tags, and it is Lands' End. Now, Lands' End is an interesting brand. I normally only pick up Lands' End at the bins, because I don't get a lot of money for it. But I did like the silhouette, and given that we're in season, I thought it might be worth it. It did cost me $4.99. Now the only thing is, Lands' End, the prices are all over the place. So you'll see some of these go out the door for $15, and you'll see some of these go out the door for $40. I'm gonna start mine at $39, but I really hope to make at least $29 on it to justify the $5 price point. And I'm hoping that's gonna happen since it's in season for that merchandise right now. But you know, we'll just see. And if I don't, then I'm never picking it up again except for at the bins. And then I could not resist another goofy sweater. I really like this one, and I'm kind of surprised. This brand, I just told you with the cat sweater that I tend to get $29 for any of my older sweaters, but some of these that are very, I don't like the term unisex because who gives a crap what gender wears what, but for the ones that read stereotypical, more unisex, the grandpa sweaters instead of the grandma sweaters, they tend to get a little bit more money. And I'm actually going to start this puppy at $44. It is by Custom Designs. And it is only acrylic, but it also is made in the USA. And I just think the silhouette, or the print, is so much fun. It has the snowflake, so it reads Christmassy. It also reads a bit Fair Isle. It also goes with that whole skiing theme, 80s ski theme. And I love the checkerboard, non-traditional Christmas with the red, the purple, and the teal. And then the red, purple, and teal stripe and checkerboard down here. I'm really excited to see how this does and to see if I can get a little bit higher price for it. It just is hitting on so many trends in addition to being what looks to be totally 80s vintage. So only 3 things over at the Salvation Army, but I ended up spending $13.97, which is kind of crazy considering I just spent $18 at Penny Thrift. But that's where we're at with the Salvation Army for the last couple of months. But I do hope to make anywhere between $72 and $107, depending on if it sells at the high or the low. So let's talk about total numbers. Between all 3 thrift stores, I spent $71.96. In total gross profit, I expect to make anywhere between $408 and $578. So as per every unboxing, every haul, any video where I show you some projections of what I think I will do an update recap on this video when I sell through at least 50%. I love to give you advice that I feel is accurate, so I feel those update recaps are really important. So I'm gonna tell you, if you have not done it and you've watched any of my videos and you have found them useful in any sort of way, please do consider to go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring my bell, because I really want you to be notified when videos come up, especially when I come back and do an update recap on this box. And if you're coming into this video from the future and I've already done that update recap, do know that I will have it listed in the description, as well as a link to that video pinned in the comments section. And also, hey, hi from the future. I'll see you guys on Friday, and guess what? Sneak peek. If you stayed this long, you get a sneak peek. I may be going to the bins, so I may have another good old-fashioned thrift haul for you and a bins haul. So you definitely want to tune in to see that. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye. It's a 10 petite, and I'm just gonna stand here to see if it'll help. Man, my lighting. Why does it keep blowing me out? Man, I'm getting frustrated.